Alright, first pitch is about to start, so if you're still in that, I apologize. But hello! Hello, one, come all, to baseball. Also, Fazbones, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. But yes, hello, welcome. Welcome to Le Funny, stream. We be having a good time. Grilled cheese. I'm checking Discord stuff just to make sure everything's going good. Just to make sure everything. How are you doing? Hello, Eclairo Fox. How are you? But tonight we've got Game 3, baby! Game 3! Between the Mets and the Phillies. Game 1, Mets won. They were out of it for most of the game. Then in the 8th inning, turned up the gas. And, just didn't go back after that. Won game 1 pretty handily after doing that. Meanwhile, in game 2, the Mets were up for a while, then the Phillies tied it, then the Mets went back up, then the Phillies went up, then the Mets tied it, and then bottom of the 9th, Nick Castellanos hit a go-ahead single that walked it off. As Manaea throws the first pitch to Schwarber, and it's swung on and missed. I'm just saying yeah, that's an 0-2 count. So let me turn the music off, actually. So the Phillies are now looking to take the momentum they got from the first game, as Schwarber takes that for a ball to win the second game, and are hoping to use that to their advantage, take the rest of the series. Meanwhile, the Mets are trying to spoil their fun, get the momentum back in their favor while they are home for the next 2 games. As Schwarber takes another ball out, it'll be a 2-2 count. So we'll see what happens. First game, didn't get to stream it due to computer issues, but, you know, pretty intense all around. Second game, ooh boy. Well, and no one was a doozy. As they show the Phillies batting order, it's going to be Kyle Schwarber at the DH, Trey Turner at shortstop, Bryce Harper at first, Nick Castellanos at right, Alec Boehm at third. Let me pull up the rest of that real quick. JT Realmuto at catcher. That's the play from before. I'll get the rest of the lineup later. I'll just get us back to the live broadcast to put my phone on charge. I'll pull up the rest of the lineup on my phone because my phone did. As Schwarber hits that ball up into the air, but it's looking like, yeah, the center fielder has it for the Mets. I don't know who that is. Looks like Taylor. I don't know if it's Taylor for sure. As on the mound for the Mets will be Sean Manaea. who had a pretty good game. Uh, had a pretty good start against the Brewers. I think can't exactly remember if it was good or not. But uh, next up is Turner, who takes ball one. I had to mute, but Phillies go 1-2-3. Sorry. Fuck. Yeah, Phillies go 1-2-3. Let me pull up the rest of their lineup while we're here. All right, here we go. All right, so the Phillies lineup goes Schwarber at DH, Turner at shortstop, Harper at first, Castellanos at right, Bohm at third, Realmuto at catcher, Hayes at left field, Sosa at second base, and Rojas at center field. And then the Mets obviously are pitching Alright, so Aaron Nola is pitching for the Phillies, and Lindor is up. I think they might have shown Mets lineup while I wasn't looking. Whoops. My bad. I'm gonna look at that real quick. So it's Lindor at short, Vientos at third, Nimmo at left, Alonso at first, Iglesias at second, Jesse Winker at the DH spot, Marte at right field. It is Tyrone Taylor at center. Okay. And then Alvarez as the catcher. 1-1 count for Lindor. And here comes the next pitch. The 1-1 count. Throws. That ball is hit. Up into the air. Deep right center field. And Rojas has got it. First out. Out number 1. And that'll bring up Mark Vientos, who had a really big game, game 2, despite the loss. Oh, they just showed the lineup, so I didn't need to pull it up on my phone. Whoops. But no, that'll bring Vientos up with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Vientos has had a strong postseason overall, but had a really good game too. We'll see what he does here. As he swings and misses at the first pitch, a fastball at 94, right down the middle. So not a bad pitch to swing at. So far this series, he is 5 for 8 with 2 homers and 5 RBI. As Nola brings in the 0-1, Vientos hits it foul, strike 2. Mark Vientos had 2 of the biggest homers of Game 2 for the Mets. In the game in general, as he swings and misses for strike 3. That'll be Nola's first strikeout of the game. His first of the postseason as well. Showing some neat little factoids about the Mets, like how they have 27 runs scored this postseason, which is the most in all of the majors, as Brandon Nimmo takes a ball down for strike 1. I don't think it was a strike, but maybe the ump is seeing something I'm not. Alright. As here comes the 0-1. Make it 1-1. As Nimmo takes a ball high. They show in I believe that was a slider Nola threw to Vientos. The 1-1 to Nimmo, and he takes it for ball 2. It was a good take from Nimmo, I'm going to be completely honest. That could have gone either way. Ball in. As the 2-1 count for Nimmo. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We'll see if Nola can also get a quick 1-2-3 inning. Nola brings in the 2-2, make it a 3-2. Alright, here's the payoff pitch to Nimmo. Called strike 3. It was a ball right in the zone, a little inside, but right in the zone regardless. And that'll be the end of the first inning. Way to the top of the second, all tied at 0. So it seems like we're going to be at a bit of a repeat game 1 at the moment. Although, who really knows? anything is possible. Phillies could score within these next couple of innings. Alright, we still in commercial. Commercial. Alright, and we back. Esmanada throws first pitch to Castellanos. It's taken for ball one. Castellanos, as I said previously, gave the Phils a game-winning hit as he hits that ball deep, but it is caught by Marte at the warning track. That's going to be out number one for Manaea and the Mets. Bit of a close call there, but seems he's changed his windup a bit, Manaea. As he throws that ball, it is in for strike one to Bohm. But yeah, as I was saying, Castellanos, obviously, like I said at the beginning of the stream, had the final hit. As that ball is hit over to Vientos, he throws it over to Alonso, and he's out for out number two. Man, every time I talk about the last hit, Mets make a play on defense. As Grimace is in the stands, waving his Mets towel. Mark Vientos so far having a really good postseason, as that's a sinker taken outside for ball one to Realmuto. Realmuto, another Philly known for his late inning heroics, as that ball is taken for strike one. Or not late inning heroics, but postseason heroics. Mostly a inside the park home run where he did his best Sonic the Hedgehog impression and ran all the way around the bases as fast as he could. So that ball is fouled off, strike two. Manaea getting set. Mets fans on their feet in Queens. As he winds up the 1-2, bonks him right on the shoulder. And that puts a man on with 2 outs for the Phillies. Not how you want that at bat to go. You were looking More so, he was looking more so for a strikeout or a ball hit that was playable for his defense. But it's not the end of the world. As that ball gets hit over to Vientos, thought about making the play to second. He instead makes the easy play at first. And just like that, it is now the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Mets coming up to hit. And yeah, so far, good game from Manaea. I'm pretty sure he had a good game against the Brewers as well. I'll have to look. Yeah, he has a postseason ERA of 2.57, so I'm pretty sure he was good during that game. I'll take a look as what was it? It wasn't that game. It was this game, I think. Oh yeah, he had a pretty solid start. Only gave up 6 hits. Did give up 2 runs, but had 4 strikeouts, only 1 homer. Not too bad, but you take what you can get in the postseason. Bro did his job. That's all that matters. As this next inning will bring up Pete Alonso, Jose Iglesias, and Jesse Winker. Alonso having a big homer, game 2, that helped the Mets go up 3-0 instead of just 2-0. Jose Iglesias hasn't had any big hits in the postseason so far, but has been known to put the ball in play a lot during the regular season. And Jesse Winker, who's had a few clutch moments so far this postseason, but nothing too spectacular. At least in my opinion. Alright, back to the action here. As Nola gets ready for the first pitch against Alonso. Alonso hits that ball deep to right field, and that is gone! Home run Mets! Alonso with another shot to right field. And that puts the Mets up 1-0. 385 feet, an exit velocity of 108. And that puts the Mets up 1-0. The Mets not taking the loss too hard, as they've traveled back home, had enough rest, it seems, are right back to scoring runs. So that ball is taken for strike 1 by Jose Iglesias. His 6th career home run against Aaron Nola, which is the most versus any pitcher for, I think, Alonso, but I think it's just Alonso. That ball was taken for ball 1 for Iglesias. That last pitch. Here's the next pitch to Iglesias, and he hits that ball right into the outfield, and that is a base hit for Iglesias. Mets have a rally going now. So they now have 2 hits at the bottom of the second, a 1-run lead, and a man at first. Right into the bullpen. Or not the bullpen, but the... somewhere. As Winker takes that for strike 1. Or strike 2. There's already 2 strikes in this at-bat? Damn. Jesse Winker, only 1 at... or... no, he's had 3 at-bats so far this series. He has 2 walks. As he hits that ball deep to right field, and it is caught! No, he dropped it! Castellanos drops the ball! And Winker gets to second. Did Iglesias score? What do they call that? What's the call? Or no, Winker's at first. I thought they both went for a double. The Phillies challenging the call. They are. I think they're trying to say that Castellanos had control of the ball before he dropped it. See. Yeah, he... ooh. It slipped out, though. I think that counts as a catch. I think he had it. Yeah, he's saying it was on the throw. I dropped it on the throw. So yeah, I think he had it. Hell of a play, regardless if he caught it or not. Winker was going to second, but Iglesias thought it was caught, which it was. I think they're going to count that as a catch. Because he had it for the most part, and then he was about to make the throw, and it slipped out at the last second. And yes, they are indeed calling it out. Good call from the umps. Very good call from the umps as Iglesias heads back to first. And yeah, he caught it. It just slipped out as he was trying to make the throw. And that'll bring up Starling Marte as he hits that ball deep up to center field, but it looks like Rojas has got it, and he does. That'll be the second out for the Mets batters. And then that'll bring up Tyrone Taylor, who's out at center field today. It's a little kid with a little foam bear claw that says Alonzo on it. That's cute. All right. Here's the first pitch to Taylor as he hits that ball deep to left field, and that is foul. Foul ball. Count is now 0-1 after that. Taylor this series is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He has a 1.25 postseason ERA, or not ERA, but average. As he takes that one for strike 2. Count is now 0-2 for Tyrone Taylor. Nola just trying to get out of this inning after giving up a homer and then a single. Taylor takes that one for ball 1. The Mets so far hitting the ball well against Nola. The defense, for the most part, has played well behind Nola, but that doesn't excuse the Mets bats from hitting it well. As that is swung on and missed for strike 3, Nola gets out of it, but not before giving up a solo shot to the polar bear, Pete Alonso. We now head to the top of the 3rd. Score 1-0 Mets. The stupid fucking Liberty Mutual ad with the wax sculpture is so ugly. So ugly, so creepy. Don't like it. Checking my tweetsers and my blue sky. Alright, first pitch to, what was that, Sosa? I think that's Sosa. Goes for ball 1. Or, no, he hit him. That now is the second, or they were probably going to challenge it, but I don't think that'd be a smart move. Oh wait. Did it hit him? It lightly grazed his pad. but that will put a base runner on for the Phillies. Osmundo Sosa is on at first. Here's Johan Rojas. So far this series is 1 for 3 with a walk and a stolen base. Here's the 1-0. Taken for strike 1. A sinker in, but enough inside the strike zone to where it would be called a strike. Alright. Timeout called by the batter. Is Rojas plays a pretty good center field for the Phillies. I haven't seen any game-changing plays from him, but as he swings and misses for strike 2, I think that was a slider, but it was way outside. Count is now 1-2 for Manaea. 1-2 for the lefty. Rojas takes it for ball 2, rather. Sorry. And that is a swing and a miss on a four-seam fastball at 93. Manaea's first strikeout of the day. And that brings out number 1, and that'll bring back up Kyle Schwarber. That'll bring in the power surge of Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, and possibly Bryce Harper. That is called strike 1 for Schwarber. He's 2 for 11 in the series with a homer. Schwarber is, anyway. So here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on a sweeper. Kyle Schwarber is currently 4th with the most postseason home runs in MLB history. One more and he ties with some guy from the Yankees. I didn't see what his name was. Schwarber calls time. Manaea resets himself. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up and away for ball 1. Schwarber not biting at that one. You're gonna have to make that sweeper more enticing. Manaea throws over to first, but Sosa gets back there quickly. As they show some Phillies hitters in BP. Schwarber takes that for ball 2. I think that was a sinker up. Two count now for Schwarber. Manaea throws. That ball is foul. He stays alive. And that's the second strikeout for Manaea as Schwarber swings and misses. And that'll now bring up, as my Firefox is now not responding, as it did a thing I didn't want it to do, which was separate the YouTube tab into a completely different window. As that ball is hit and lands in the outfield. That's going to be a base hit for Trey Turner. And that'll now bring in Bryce Harper. Got a few clutch hits in game 2, or, well, maybe it was the homer, but I don't know if he got another hit. I think he just walked the bottom of the 9th. Come on, Firefox. Work with me here. Work with me. Harper is at an 0-1 count now. That ball is hit foul. That'll be an 0-2 count now for Harper. This season at Citi Field, Bryce Harper has a 145 average, which not very good. But we'll see if that can change here in the postseason. Postseason's when everything really matters, as that ball gets hit right to Manaea, throws it over to Alonso. That'll be out number 3 for the Mets. And I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. You're going to have to deal with it not having music for now because Firefox is being shit. Be right back. Alright, I'm just gonna have to close Firefox because it's being stinky and poopy. Close the program. I'm gonna have to reopen it now. God damn it. Fuck you, Firefox! Piece of shit. As that ball is hit by Alvarez, and that's gonna be at least a double. Or no. Just a single. Alvarez stays put. He might have had a chance. to get to second, but I don't know. I don't know how fast he is. He was ready for it too, but I'm guessing he wasn't expecting Hayes to get to it so quickly, as it's now an 0-1 count for Lindor. Man at first, nobody out. We'll see what he does with that. As he swings and misses at a ball way down out of the zone for strike 2. God, Firefox is just being all kinds of shit right now. Alright, I'll just close it. Keep it closed for quite a bit. Or I could see if it's actually, closing by doing Control-Alt-Delete. That ball is hit over to Rojas, and he grabs it. Out number 1 for the Mets. Bottom of the third. Okay. We just tried to open up one tab right now. Zaranola, thinking is in his 10th season right now. He's just signed an extension in the offseason to stay in Philly. Here's the 0-1 to Vientos. That ball is hit deep up into left field, but it's looking like Hayes has it, and he does. Alvarez retreats back to first. And that'll be out number 2 for the Mets, as Fox is now showing the rest of the playoff schedule. Game 4, we're going to be covering Game 4 tomorrow, as well as Game 4 of, as that ball is hit up into foul territory. It looks like Harper's got it, and he does. And that'll be out number 3. That'll be at the end of the 3rd inning. Ball game is still 1-0. Still 1-0 for the Phillies. They still have a slight chance to bring it back. All right, you're gonna hear possibly a slight bit of Genesis twang or something. Yeah. Just getting everything back up after my browser shit itself. I'm gonna try to open back up Twitter. I'm gonna open up Twitch on my phone real quick while this stuff comes back up on Firefox. Alright, bring back Blue Sky. There it is. Bring back Twitch. There it is. Everything's opening up more properly now. Back to the dashboard. So I don't have to open up on my phone now. Alright. Did I miss anything from chat? Have you guys been saying anything in chat while I've been trying to fix shit? No. Okay. Fair enough. No, I probably should have done an ad break during... Well, I was fixing stuff, so... If we get close to the ad break, I'll just snooze it for 5 more minutes. If we still in game. If not, I'll just let it run. I want you all to get as much of the action as you can into your ear holes, as that ball is hit foul by Castellanos. That'll be an 0-1 count for him. Manaya currently at 42 pitches. It's looking like he could go into at least the 6th inning. Finish at least 5 innings. As he swings and misses at ball down and away. That'll be strike 2. He had a fly out in the second. He's 4 for 10 with a homer and 2 RBI. Manaya currently at 3+ pitches, has only given up 1 hit so far, I think. Has 2 strikeouts as Castellanos takes a ball out. Here comes the 1-2 as that ball is fouled back. The count remains a 1-2. Castellanos takes a ball way up and out. A sinker way up and out for ball 2. And Castellanos has the second highest all-time AL or Division Series, or National League Division Series rather, OPS in I think all postseason history. But that's only for the Division Series. Every other series kind of sucked. No, I'm kidding. 2-2 count. He hits that ball deep to right field, but Starling Marte has got it. And that'll be out number 1 for the Mets. Out number 1. Imagine that. Now I'll bring up Alec Bohm of the Phillies. Someone who is looking as though he could be an MVP candidate. Kind of tapered off after the All-Star break as that ball gets hit and it's down at the warning track, and he goes over to second, and he's out at second. What a throw from Marte. That's out 2 outs for the Mets. What a way to track it. Throw it over to second. What a play from the Mets. Try that again. Yeah, they tagged him. They got him. Hell of a play. Oh, no, it was Taylor who made the throw. It bounced off the wall. He grabbed it. threw it over to Lindor, made the tag, made the play. If Bohm would have got his foot that was in the air onto the bag, he would have been safe. That's 2 outs now as, I think it's Realmuto. Yeah, Realmuto takes a 2-0 count. He's at a 2-0 count right now. Realmuto was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance today. He's currently 0 for 6 in the series, as he swings and misses at a changeup down. Yeah, that was a hell of a play from the Mets. Good God. Lindor grabbed it, tagged his face. He's out. Again, if Bohm would have gotten that other leg in, he would have been safe. If you guys, of course, want to actually be able to watch the game while listening to my commentary, just switch over to FS1, whatever station it is, via your TV provider, if you have it. I believe some TV providers don't even have it, which is a little cringe in my eyes. But, you know, just flip it over to there, as that is hit foul, count stays 2-2. But flip it over to there, turn the volume all the way down on your TV, try to sync it up the best you can to my commentary. There you go. As it is a 2-2 count for Realmuto. Mets fans on their feet. Orange Alley especially on their feet. I think that's what that's called. And that ball is taken for ball 3. Ball out, down and out. It's now a full count for the Mets, or for the Phillies. Chance to get a base runner, a 2-out base runner on, maybe get a rally going. As that ball is hit up into the air, it's looking like Taylor's got it, and he does. That'll be out number 3, right on time for an ad. I'll see y'all in 2 minutes. Score remains 1-0. Oh man, what a perfect time for an ad. I wasn't even paying attention. But that synced perfectly. So I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully our ad break will be done by the time the commercial break ends. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Not bye-bye, but see you later. See you in 2 minutes. See you in 2 minutes. Don't leave, please. Alright. To all my Twitch Turbo users and all my subscribers, how y'all doing this evening? I'm gonna spray the raid right on this cake and then eat it. Right after the ants were on it. Everyone's iPhones are going away right into Verizon so they can get the new iPhone. iPhone. Get Subway sandwich as well. Subway sandwich! Man, now I'm kind of hungry. Fuck. Alright, we're back to the game. We're about to be done with the ads. Almost perfect timing there. As it'll be Pete Alonso stepping in the bottom of the fourth. As he takes that one for ball one. Welcome back to those of you who were stuck in ad limbo. I hope you got some good ones. We got some good TV commercials, not really. Count is now 2-0 for Alonso as he takes a knuckle curve down and out. You've only missed one pitch, and it was a ball, so not really exciting. Here's a 2-0 count to Alonso from Nola. He throws. That ball is taken for strike one. A sinker down but in the zone. Not a perfect pitch to swing at, but I don't know, maybe he could have done something with it. So here's the 2-1 now from Nola. Another sinker down and in, but in the zone for strike two. Count is now 2-2 here. As they show that pitch again. It's a pretty good pitch to be using. We'll see if he goes with it again. As no, he goes for a knuckle curve down in the dirt. Alonso ain't biting at it though, so it's a 3-2 now. As on deck is Jose Iglesias, baseball player turned Spanish pop star turned baseball player. As Nola with the full count. Strike three. That's Nola's fourth strikeout now. That was a borderline pitch. I can understand having a bit of frustration there. As Alonso shows a bit of frustration, but I can understand it. Didn't really look like a strike from that angle, but maybe he'll look at it later and be like, okay, yeah, that was a strike. Good job, ump. Good job, ump. As there's now one out for Jose Iglesias. As he takes a sinker for a strike. Iglesias already has a single this game. His average in the postseason has gone up to a 217. As he takes a cutter out for ball one. Nola now at 40 pitches. As Fox shows a lot of the fans in the stands with their OMG signs. One lady had it. The O was a pumpkin. I thought that was kind of cute. Says as it's probably like a high school or college girl with the sign. But it's cute. I like it. I like that sign. I like the signs. As that ball gets hit right back to Nola, and that'll be 2 outs. Nola showing the glove off a little bit there. But yeah, I like seeing people's signs that they make. Whether they're an adult or a child. Or a teenager. Doesn't matter. I like seeing your signs. They're cute. I like when people make cute signs. That ball is taken for ball one by Jesse Winker. Winker almost had a pretty good double in the second inning. But he hit the ball really well. It's just Castellanos made a hell of a catch. And then dropped it, so it made it look like it wasn't he didn't actually catch it, but no, he did. He caught it. 2-0 count for Winker now, though. As Nola winds up for the 2-0 count pitch. That one's taken for strike one. A sinker down, but in the zone. as it's now a 2-1 count for Nola. Here's the 2-1. That ball is hit deep to right field, and it has gone into the second deck. Home run, Jesse Winker. Mets are now up 2-1. Nothing. I said 2-1. Phillies haven't scored anything yet. God, I'm fucking stupid. But, that being said, Winker making a hell of a hit. Hell of a swing. Mets are now up 2-0 with another home run. Home runs galore for the Mets so far this series. I don't know how many they hit for Game 1, but Game 2, almost all of their runs were brought in due to a homer. And so far this game is looking like the same. Marte is now at a 0-1 count. Let me look at that. Let me see if they hit any homers in Game 1. So now I'm kind of curious if they did. I went too far back. All right, 1-1 count for Marte. Marte, swing and a miss for strike 2. Grab the box. Let's see. No, that's the Phillies. I want the Mets. Yeah, it didn't hit any homers Game 1, but Game 2 and 3 so far, it's been homers galore. 2-2 count for Marte with 2 outs. Nobody on. 2-0 ball game. A lot of 2s. Nola throwing his 51st pitch so far. And it's called strike 3 on a ball way down. I guess he must have swung at it. But Jesse Winker hits a bomb to right field. And the Mets are now up 2-0. So we now head to the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th inning. This game's going by pretty quickly. Not that I hate it when games are longer, but, you know, pretty quick game. Not complaining. I told the broskies, because I was in a call with some of the broskies before I hopped in to do this. I was like, yeah, I gotta go stream. I might be back later. I'll either be back in like 2 hours, 30 minutes, or like 4 hours. It's all up to when the Mets want me to. It's up to the will of the Mets, which so far they're making it pretty quick. I won't complain either way because I like baseball that much, but you know, it's whatever. My God, it's the purple M&M, aka the woke M&M. Lamau. Imagine being such a degenerate. You see an M&M and are like, it's woke! It's woke! The woke liberals are ruining our media! $1. A slushie? That's not a slushie. That's a Return of the Dollar Zombie. Only $1. Was that Applebee's? That's probably an alcoholic drink. It looks cool, though. I like how it looks. If it's alcoholic, I probably won't be able to DoorDash it. I won't be able to DoorDash anything, actually. What am I talking about? I don't have any money. Alright, 0-1 count for Hayes. Top of the 5th. So here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Manaea getting close to 60 pitches right now. He's thrown a lot more pitches than Nola has, but has given up less homers. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout for Manaea in the game. As they look at the Jesse Winker homer again, that went second deck. That was deep. So that ball's called strike 1 for Edmundo Sosa. Sosa also hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. He's 0 for 2 in the series. Hasn't done anything so far as he swings and misses at a strike. Oh, 2 count for Sosa, and he swings and misses at strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Manaea, 2 of them in this inning. And Alright, I'm done. I'll stop. That's out number 3. Rojas swung first pitch, hit it straight to Iglesias, who threw it to Alonso. Pretty quick top of the 5th. As we now head to the bottom of the 5th. We're about halfway through the game, I'd say now. All right, we're back to the game. Sorry, I was on Twitter again. Oh, I smell bath water. It smells good. Sorry, that sounds bad. Don't take that out of context. This is an O2 count to Taylor. Don't take that out of context, chat. I didn't say anything. You know what? I'll take it out of context. That's the wrong button. So that's a strikeout for Nola. That's his 6th strikeout of the game. I'll take myself out of context. Thank you very much. I don't know if I got it. I'll be 100% real. I don't know if I got it. So that ball is taken for strike 1. Alvarez already has a single in this game. So far this postseason has a 211 average with 1 RBI as he takes that one for ball 1. A knuckle curve down. Ball hit up in the air. Alright, I'm not paying attention to this at bat. It's 1-2 with 1 out. Alvarez takes the sinker out for ball 2. Alright, 3-2 count for Alvarez. Strike 3. 7th strikeout for Nola. Maybe a bit of a controversial call. I think Ump was on the money with that one. It barely touched the zone. Yeah, oh wait, no, that looks right in the zone. That was definitely strike 3. Alright, that'll bring the top of the order back up. Lindor up with 2 outs as he takes that for ball 1. A sinker inside. So far has flown out and lined out. Hasn't done much during the postseason, but we'll see if that can change here. So he takes that one for ball 2. It's now a 2-0 count for Lindor. Nola just cracking 60 pitches here. So we get a beautiful skyline in Citi Field here. The sky's all pink with orange clouds. Actually, it's a little more purple due to the camera, but I imagine it's pink. Wonder if the sky looks like that. No, it doesn't. Sky's still blue, cries Sage. All right, I had to mute up again, but as you can hear, or as you can see, we're at the top of the sixth now. I think Nimmo struck out. Pretty sure it was a strikeout. But yeah, we're at the top of the sixth now, as Schwarber swings and misses at strike one. We're at the top of the order with the Phillies now, as Schwarber hits that ball foul. His 0-2 pitch. Schwarber takes it for ball one. Alright, on deck is Turner. 2-2 count now. He missed a pitch. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter. Bad, snooty. As that ball is taken for ball three. Full count now for Schwarber. Alright, full count now for Schwarber as he takes ball four. And Schwarber now goes over to first. There's a man on now for the Phillies. So far, Manaea has had a pretty strong performance. We'll see what happens here throughout the rest of this performance. Manaea now at 69 pitches. He throws a ball up. Alvarez immediately throws over to first. Schwarber wasn't taken second, though, so... Manaea throws. Swing and a miss, strike one for Turner. See what the Mets do here. This might be Manaea's last inning. Turner, Harper, or who's after Harper? Castellanos might be Manaea's last batter if he doesn't get lucky here. All right, here's the 2-1 for Manaea. And Turner takes it for ball three. Not looking good so far this inning for Manaea, as he has walked Schwarber. It's looking like he might walk Turner. And Garrett is now, as that he does in fact walk Turner. There are now two men on. Tying run at first, and it's looking like the Mets might take Manaea out. They could just be calling for a mound visit. I don't know. Not quite sure about that one. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they're just talking to Manaea, trying to calm him down a little bit, you know. Ease his tensions that he might have. With Harper at the plate and Castellanos in the on-deck circle, Mets are gonna need a double play, a strikeout and then a double play, pop out and a double play. Something to keep that tying run at first, or just get rid of it, as Harper swings and misses for strike one. A little stat that they showed at the beginning of the game while I was, I think, on starting soon screen, is that the Phillies in the postseason are 11-0 when Bryce Harper homers, as that is a swing and a miss for strike two. Seems like he's going for the homer here, trying to play hero ball. Mets fans on their feet, Got their starters back here. Manaya looks over to second. The 0-2 pitch. Winds up, throws. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got exactly what they wanted there. But it doesn't get any easier now as you've got Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Harper obviously trying to go for the home run swing. Didn't get it. And Castellanos swings, hits a ball foul. And it's now an 0-1 count for Castellanos. Mets either need 2 more outs here. Manaya might try to get a ground ball to set up the double play as Castellanos again hits it foul. 0-2 count now. With Bohm on the on-deck circle. Unless the Mets get the double play here, it's looking like Bohm will be coming up next. As that ball is hit right to Iglesias, and he gets the double play. Manaya gets out of it. Pumped up screams. The crowd going nuts. And we now head to the bottom of the 6th. Score is still 2-0. Now we'll take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back, chat. Alright, we're back. It is a 3-2 count on Vientos. Alright, we're back. I got me another bottle of water, because I finished off the one I had. As Vientos hits that ball, foul. It was a little early on the swing there, it looks like. Nola now at 71 pitches. Full count for Vientos. The one Phillies fan in attendance right now is pretty sad looking as Vientos hits another one foul, staying alive in this at-bat, making Nola work for this at-bat. Another full count pitch as Vientos hits it fair, and that'll be a single. That'll be a base hit. Mets fans still on their feet, rallying behind their guys. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate with a man on first, nobody out. And he takes that for ball one. Nimmo, another dude who has homered the last game. We'll see what he can do here. As he takes that for strike one. Was a little outside the zone, but I'll give it to the ump. Made a pretty decent call there. It's now a 1-1 count. And Nimmo hits that, fouled. It'll now be a 1-2 count. Mets making Nola work this inning so far. Might be trying to shelve him as well, as the Phillies do have two men warming up in the bullpen. They've got Kerkering and Strom in the bullpen right now. We'll see what happens. So here's the 1-2 to Nimmo. He hits that ball up, but foul, and it'll stay a 1-2 count. Man at first, Alonso on deck, 2-2 count for Nimmo. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, full count now. Once again, Nola now at 79 pitches in the outing. Nimmo is 0 for 2 so far in this game. We'll see what he does here. And he walks! Nola walks Nimmo. And that'll bring up the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The Mets are insane this year. What the fuck? Hi, Scoob. How are you? Yeah, the Mets going nuts. As Fox is now showing the home run Alonso hit previously, and by previously I mean like a few innings ago. I think it was a second inning he hit that homer, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that was when that happened. The infield crowded around the mound, trying to ease Nola's tensions. And one of the North Pole Pete says some of the signs. As Grimace in his Mets jersey going nuts. Mets fans going crazy. Another dude putting on a Grimace. 2 men on. Grimace carrying the Mets to victory. For real. For real. 2 men on. Nobody out. Mandate of McHeaven. That ball's taken for strike 1. Yeah. Alonso with a solo shot in the second. See if he can get a 3-bagger here. Nola throws. That one almost hits Pete right in the face. But he dodges away from it just in time. As the count is now 1-1. Or no, it didn't almost hit him in the face. As a small child calls foul play there. That ball is taken for ball 2. Not looking good for Nola. 2 balls and a strike on Alonso. Queens' big power bat. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, Vientos at second. Nimmo on first. Nobody out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nolan about to throw his 85th pitch. We'll see if this one makes something happen for either the Phils or the Mets. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 3. Full count now. Nola hasn't been doing well with 3 balls on hitters. Jose Iglesias in the on-deck circle. Baseball player turned Spanish pop star turned baseball player. Nola throws. Ball 4. Bases loaded for Jose Iglesias. As Rob Thompson comes out of the dugout, that'll be all she wrote for Aaron Nola. It's looking like Karen Kekeringe is coming in. Nola is still responsible for the 3 men on. And can still be dealt with a loss unless his batters pick up the win for him. If the Mets win this game, they'll have a chance to take the series at home. Tomorrow night. Around the same time as this one started. I think after this inning, I'll throw an ad break your guys' way. Not after this one, but after, or I said after the inning, right? If I said after the inning, then yes. If I said after this commercial break that we're currently on, that's not right. It's after the inning. After this inning, and we head to the top of the seventh, I will throw on a 2-minute ad break. Probably be the last one of the night, since this one's been going by fairly quickly. Alright. We're back from commercial break. As they take another look at the ball. It is very clearly a ball. Ump made the right call. Here's Kickerange. Called strike on Iglesias. Bases loaded. Vientos at third, Nimmo at second, Alonso at first. And that ball is hit, and fuck Sosa. It's Sosa. Sosa didn't have a play, or he fumbled it, but then he threw it to home. 1 out for the Phils. No run given for the Mets. My brain farted for a second as I was trying to remember who's on second. Wait, no, who's on first? Sorry. What's on second? What's on second? I don't know is on third. I forget. Is in left field. I have to get that bit up now. I need to remember that bit. I won't show it to you guys, but I need to know. Alright, that ball is hit to Hayes, and he gets it back into the infield on time, as still no runs scored. Holy shit, the Phils might get out of this inning. 2 outs now. Jesse Winker hit a pretty good ball into the outfield. It's just Hayes had a good throw. I know that I believe there's an image signifying, yeah. Okay. Alright, and that ball is hit! And it's a single that'll score 2! Mets are now up 4-0. I was looking up the Abbott and Costello bit for, with who's on first. And while I'm doing that, Marte gets a hit. Alonso now at second. Marte now at first. 2 outs. The low amount of Phillies fans in Citi Field are like, okay, all right, fair enough. So Marte swings, gets a good shot into the outfield. As that'll bring in Tyrone Taylor. Kickerange thought about... Oh, no, Iglesias is at first. Oh, right, Alonso scored. So it's now 4-0 Mets. I'll get back to the Abbott Costello bit in a sec. Count is now 0-1 for Taylor. He's 0 for 2 so far this game. Hasn't done much for the Mets. We'll see what happens here. So he takes that for ball 1. 1-1 count. That's a bot. Die. So that ball is hit over to Bohm. He throws it to Sosa, and that'll be the end of the 6th inning. I promise I'll show you guys the Abbott and Costello bit in a second. We won't listen to it because copyright, but I'll show you an image of it. And then I'm going to just give you guys a quick 2-minute ad break. You know, if you're subscribed or you have, if you're subscribed or have Twitch Turbo, you won't have to worry about it. But I'll see you guys I'll see the rest of you in about 2 minutes. Bam. There we go. Get out of here, bot. Fucking loser. Or not my Capri Sun. Same thing. It's a pouch, but it's a Kool-Aid jammer. It's a blue raspberry Kool-Aid jammer. Alright, welcome back from the ad, chat. I am now pulling up the who's on first outline, basically, of everyone who played in that game. As that ball by Bohm is hit over to Vientos, who throws it to Alonso. That'll be the first out of the top of the 7th. Mets once again looking to get a quick 1-2-3 inning for Mania, who's back up. Mania's still on? Okay. I didn't think they'd keep him in for the 7th. But there we go. Alright, so here is the entire who's on first lineup. Or not lineup, but defensive structure. So you've got who on first base, you've got what on second base. All right, that ball is hit over to Lindor, and he gets Realmuto out. Sorry, and that's now 2 outs for the Mets. We've got who's on first, what's on second. I don't know is on third. Why is that left field? Because is that center field. Nobody is in right field. You've got today at catcher, tomorrow at pitcher, and I don't give a darn is the shortstop. I'm going to leave this up so that you guys can, you know, soak it in. I'm going to leave that up for the rest of this inning, which I don't think will be long. He has currently only pitched 4 pitches this inning. As he throws that over to Hayes, the 0-1. It's 0-2 now as Hayes fouled it off. Sorry, I'm going to pay more attention now that Abbott and Costello's bit is on my screen. All right, the throw. Hayes fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. Hayes. So I'll go AFK for a second. Come back to see the Mets have even more points. Yeah. Marte hit a 2 RBI single to center field, and that is a strikeout. He swung, and that's gonna be the 3rd out. Sounds about right. Marte is real good. Yeah. But that's gonna be the end of the top of the 7th. We're now going to the bottom of the 7th. Manaea only threw like 7 pitches that whole inning. Goddamn. So far this postseason, the Mets haven't really been able to win games without having to come back from a deficit late. So today they're kind of just like, yeah, no, fuck that mentality. We're just gonna win. We're just gonna win. That'll be that. All right. The Abbott and Costello bit has to go. No more. I just had to remember the outline. I have to get someone to do that with me. Do Abbott and Costello. If you guys want, you could, like, animate me. If any artists in chat, if you really want to. Not saying you have to, but if you really want to, you could do, like, one of those, like, funny, silly little animatics. I give you full permission to use Snooty. You're gonna have to ask someone else if you can use their character. But you could do the Who's On First Abbott and Costello skit with Snooty. I give you full permission. Again, you don't have to. For any artists in chat, you don't have to. It's not required. You know, it's just... It would be cool if you did, and you might get an extra bump up in your grade. If you do, so... Yeah. Just something to think about. Get out of here, San Francisco fans on the Booking.com ad. Your team's out of the playoffs. Your team's irrelevant. I say that, and then they show, the same ad, but it's Cardinals fans in Chicago. Which is even worse, because they're both out, so neither of them are relevant. Alright, we back. Oh, that's a pretty nice shot. That's a pretty shot of the Statue of Liberty with the World Trade Center. Is that the Chrysler building over there? No, I think that's a little more to the right, but there's a boat in the Atlantic. That's pretty cool. Alright, they're showing off the Mets scoring so far. You had a Pete Alonso solo shot. You had a Jesse Winker solo shot that went second deck, which I think is way more impressive than the opposite field homer. You have Sean Manaea, who pitched 7 innings, only allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, no runs. Manaea's pitching a gem so far this game. I keep forgetting Adam Wainwright's a broadcaster now for Fox. Like, I'm just sitting watching this game. I have the volume down, so I can't hear who's talking because I don't want stream to pick it up and me to get fucking striked. But they show the broadcasters in the booth, and then I get Adam Wainwright jump scare. Is he wearing khakis? Bro really is Uncle Charlie. Good God. He's got the dad sports jacket on with the dad tie and the khakis. He just looks like a dad in the booth. It's really funny. All right. Jose Alvarado now pitching for the Phillies as Francisco Alvarez takes one for strike one. I think it was a fastball for strike one. Alvarez had a single in the first. So far the postseason only has a 200 average as he fouls that one off. God, sometimes I wish the netting wasn't there so that like fans that are behind home plate will get a light thunk on the head with a baseball, but sometimes the light thunk could be like oh, my head is gone, so I understand why the netting is there. As that ball gets away from Alvarado, and it's now a 1-2 count for Alvarez. All right, Alvarado sets himself up. The 1-2 pitch, taken for ball 2. That was a cutter down and in. Gotta make those more enticing, Alvarado. You gotta make those more enticing. All right, 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. A sinker at 100 miles per hour. That's the first out of the bottom of the 7th. The Mets, so far this game, waiting for their pitches for the most part. Waiting for the right pitch to swing at. Again, for the most part, getting big hits. On defense, making the plays they need to make. Not doing anything too crazy. Like Manaea, for example, he had less strikeouts than Nola. As Lindor hits that, pops that up over to third, and Bohm has got it. That'll be out number 2 for the Phillies. 2 outs now, bottom of the 7th. But the Mets, they've made exceptional plays at defense. Manaea isn't getting too crazy. He's just making the right pitches, not trying to go for a high strikeout total, just, taking it one pitch at a time, letting his defense play behind him, and his defense, again, making real nice plays. So Mark Vientos who's been quiet so far this game, but in Game 2 had an uproar with 2 homers. That ball is fouled back. It's now a 1-1 count. Here's a 1-1, 2-1 now. As Alvarado takes a sinker in for ball 2. Yeah, Vientos has had a pretty decent postseason so far. It's been kind of quiet so far this game, only a single. But after having a pretty good game Tuesday with the 2-homer game, I think you can afford or Monday rather. Yesterday was Tuesday. As that ball is hit off of Alvarado's ankle, and that'll be safe. Vientos with another hit on the 3-1 count, and JT Realmuto, and as well as the rest of the training staff for the Phillies, checking on Alvarado, seeing if his ankle's okay. That ball like plunked him right there. So they show it again. Yeah, right on his I think left ankle. Bohm tried to make the play but couldn't. I think they're gonna let him throw a few warm-up pitches. See if he feels good. Okay. Everything's all good. He's fine. He's fine. But Vientos is out now as Harrison Bader pinch runs. Mets don't seem to want to throw on the brakes right now. They seem to want to, continue stepping on the gas as Brandon Nimmo is now up. He's 0 for 2 in the game, but did have a walk. Did walk, I think, bottom of the 6th. That was. Verado with the ball. Ball 1 to Nimmo. So I check this ping. Are they going to bring Minaya back out? He's got his hat on. Doesn't really have his glove on, though. So Nimmo takes that for ball 2. The bullpen for the Mets is Phil Maton. I think he might be coming in for Minaya. The top of the 8th. 2-0 count. Make it. There you go. He did. Third base ump says he went. Count is now 2-1. Alonso on deck. Doing well. Hello, Fazbones. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow earlier. I appreciate it. As Bader tries to go for the steal, is he safe? He is. All right. So Bader now at second. 2-2 count. Oh, he was definitely safe. I didn't realize Turner didn't have the ball in his mitt. But hello, Fazbones. Thank you for the follow earlier. I appreciate it. How you doing this evening? Three-two count now for Nimmo. So they show Alonso again on deck. Here's the full count. That's a walk. 2 men on again. Alonso now steps to the plate. All right. Pete Alonso stepping on the plate. Already has a homer and has walked. Takes that for ball 1. Alright, the 1-0 count. So next pitch, Alonso takes it for ball 2. Not taking anything outside the zone, it seems. Alvarado's gotta have to throw a strike if he wants to get a strike. Alvarado, they're having a quick mound meeting in the middle of this at-bat. So now there are two Grimaces hanging out with each other. Alright. Looks like mound visit is over. 2 outs, 2 on, 2 balls. Bottom of the 7th. Alonso takes that for ball 3. And just like that, Alonso once again walks. Bases full, 2 outs. Jose Iglesias steps to the plate. And it's looking like, okay, yeah, Alvarado's getting taken out for someone else after that walk. Phillies not doing so hot this inning. They'll only have 2 more chances to try to get some runs on their own. Or of their own. Try to come back into this game. Yes, hello Fazbones. How are you doing today? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you are well. If you're still here, if you haven't fucked off. Alright, back from commercial. Jose Iglesias, 1 for 3 so far today. As we've got Bader at third, Nimmo at second, Alonso at first, Jose Rios now at the plate. Dogs barking. He's being real mean. So that ball's taken for strike 1. Iglesias had a single in the second, but that's all he's really done in the game. This series, he's 3 for 11. As he hits that fair And that's going to score 2 probably. Nimmo is also in with Bader. And Alonso tried to go home, but that didn't really work out. Or did it? Did it? Good God. No, they're going to commercial. They have to... I'm confused. Hold on. I am now Confucian. Okay. It's 6-0. Top of the 8th. I was like, what? It's 7-0? You got... That's an 8. That's a Y. Top 8th. I was about to say, good God, how do they fumble that play? He was standing right there. Alright. Oh, Manaya's back in. What the hell? Why do they keep bringing him back in? They're gonna use him up. They use up all his juices. Or, well, I guess they're not right now, as I think he already has 2 strikes. Look back at the single that led to 2 runs from the Mets. That ball is fouled by Sosa. Scoreboard still hasn't popped up. I don't know what the count is. Oh, it's 1-2. Alright. That ball is hit over to third. I think that's Iglesias. He tries to throw it to Alonso, but doesn't get it. Damn. I'm guessing at second they have Acuna. Not Ronald, but his brother. Yeah. We've got Acuna at second. Iglesias moves to third. Bader goes to center field. And then Tyrone Taylor moves to right field, replacing Starling Marte. Alright, and I think now they're going to take out Manaya. Mania getting a standing ovation from the crowd, no matter what happens in this game. Although it's kind of obvious it's going to be a win for the Mets, unless Phillies get 6 more runs somehow. All right, Mania. We're back to the game. Mania is only responsible for the 1 run that would score on first, as Brandon Marsh now steps in to the plate. Phil Maton has 2 appearances in the postseason. He's given up 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, and only has 2 strikeouts in 2 innings pitched. Good God. They're... I mean, you can't really fuck this up, thinking about it. Brandon Marsh, again, stepping in as a pinch hitter. But yeah, you can't really fuck this up if you're Maton. You have a 6-run lead. Even if you do give up 3 runs, even if you do give up runs, you're only at most probably giving up 3 or 4. And once you're in that trouble, manager will just take you out, put in the setup guy, and then unless the Mets score next half inning, the closer, which would be Diaz. Which, unless that happens, I'm thinking you save Diaz. Did he swing? He did not. Full count for Marsh. As I babble on. Alright, 3-2 count. Alright, 3-2 count. Is that foul? What is that? Guess that's foul. That's a bot. I banned bot. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, fuck. All right, Maton is out. There's now one out, top of the 8th. There we go. There we go. Now you're banned. Get banned, idiot. Get banned, stupid. Dummy. Sorry, I'm talking to the bot, not you guys. Alright, 1-0 count on Schwarber. We're back to Schwarber now. Alright. Here's the 1-0 count from to Schwarber. Make that a 2-0 count. So that's taken for ball 2. Alright, 2-1 count for Schwarber now. As Maton throws the 2-1. Now a 3-1 count for Schwarber. Alright, and that'll be a walk for Schwarber as he takes the ball high, up, and kind of away. But regardless, it's a walk, and there are now 2 men on for the Phillies. Things are looking mighty dangerous for Phil Maton. It's Trey Turner who has singled and walked so far this game. With Harper on deck, he's 0 for 3. Turner fouls off a pitch to make it an 0-1 count. Sosa at second, Schwarber at first. Turner takes for ball 1. Oh, 2 count. Or wait, that wasn't a ball? Okay, well now that's a ball, so now it's a 1-2 count. Maton will have all of Queens rioting if he gives up runs here. As Schwarber fouls it off the catcher, but still a foul ball. Stays alive. Alright, 1-2 count for Turner. Maton looks over at second. Winds up, throws. Ball 2. Don't really know what he was doing there. That was quite honestly the most obvious ball you could have possibly thrown. So that ball is hit into the infield. Maton's got it, steps on first, out number 2. But that does bring Sosa and Schwarber into scoring position. And I'll bring up the ever-dangerous Bryce Harper. All right, 1-0 for Harper. Here's the next pitch from Maton. Harper takes it for a ball, too. Harper, you can't get any tricky stuff on him. You have to give him something he's definitely going to swing at. That's taken for ball 3. I think they're going to I think they're like not intentionally a walk, but they're going to walk Harper, which will bring up Castellanos, which is also a pretty dangerous hitter. And Harper takes that for strike 1. Count is now 3-1. That ball is hit into the outfield, and Harper scores 2. Or scores 1. Rather, Schwarber stays at third. But Sosa scores. Alright, so that'll leave Harper on at first, Schwarber on at third. That'll take Maton out. I don't know who that was, but they're gonna put them in. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, chat, we're back. Hopefully for good this time. Mets get the final out they needed while I was away. They did. Okay, so it is the bottom of the 8th now. I was suspicious because we were still on commercial. Yeah, I figured that happened. Whoops. Whoops. I apologize. I apologize for taking so long, but also apologize for missing that at bat. So both, I guess, so... Aight. We back. Alright. Phillies are bringing in Carlos Estevez. As JD Martinez is now in for the Mets. Alright, so it's a 2-1 count for Martinez now. Mets not pulling any punches. They wanna get this win so that they won't have to worry about having to go back into Philly for Game 5. Count is now 3-1 for Martinez. It's the 3-1. Didn't swing. Mets now have a base runner. No outs. Fox showing the rest of the games they have. Which tonight all they have left is Padres-Dodgers. And then tomorrow everyone will be playing. So Guardians-Tigers will play first. We won't cover that one. Then Mets... then will be Mets-Phillies. As Acuna now comes in. He's 0 for 1 this postseason. Luis Angel Acuna as takes that for strike 2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the first strikeout for Estevez. That'll be the first out of this inning. Alright, it's an 0-1 for Tyrone Taylor, who's now at right field, I believe. Takes that for ball 1. And he hits that. That ball gets away from Estevez. It still got away from him, and both runners will be safe. I believe that'll be an error on Estevez. Harper tried to go on and help him, but ultimately just couldn't grab the ball. Or no, he went to go help him after he realized, okay, we're not getting this out. Let's just focus on getting the ball before someone else tries to run somewhere and get safe. So we've got a man on first and second, now bringing Francisco Alvarez, who is 1 for 3 with a single in the third. As he fouls that off to make it an 0-1 count. And he swings and misses for strike 2. Now an 0-2 count on Alvarez, sorry. So 1-2 count now for Alvarez. Estevez sets himself. Winds up, throws. That ball is hit foul. Count stays 1-2. I know I said the last one would be the last one, but they're about to hit y'all with another one. So I didn't think this game would last as long as it already has right now. So count now 2-2 for Alvarez. So yeah, after this inning, I'll hit you with one more 2-minute ad break. That one will be the final one for sure, because I never updated the score. Whoops. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. I forgot. I didn't realize that I didn't change it. You guys probably have thought it was still 6-0. No, it's 6-2 now. Could be 7 or 8-2 if Alvarez or no, he swings and misses, strikes out. It's the second out of the inning. As Fox is showing that up next is Padres-Dodgers, but we're not going to be covering that game. Not tonight. Or no, they're just showing all the other division series matchups, which you've got Royals, Yankees, Tigers, Guardians, and Padres-Dodgers, all tied at 1. Padres-Dodgers play later tonight about 8:30, so in about 30 minutes, they start playing. Or no, it's 9 today. They play at 9 today because this game didn't start until 5 instead of 4:30, like yesterday, not yesterday, Monday. And I said Tuesday earlier. I thought it was, I keep thinking it's Thursday for some reason. No, tomorrow's Thursday. Today's Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. I keep thinking today's Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. As that ball gets hit by Lindor, it's fair, and that's going to score Martinez. As Lindor is now in second. And the ball game is now 7-2. That time I remembered to Just like that, Bader swings and misses. So it's strike one. 0-1 count. Taylor at third. Lindor at second. Bader takes ball one. Looks like a fastball outside. Bader so far this postseason has an exact 200 average. It's 1 for 5. He hits that ball foul. That'll make it strike two. Lindor check swings but fouls it off. That'll keep the count at 1-2. Two outs, 2 men on. Bottom of the 8th. That ball is hit up in the air, but it looks like Marsh has got it, and he does. Last chance for the Phillies now. So we head to the top of the 9th. Gonna hit you with one more 2-minute ad break. We'll be right back. Or unless you're either a Twitch Turbo user or a subscriber to Snooty the Cat, which is me, you won't get hit with the ads. But yeah, see you 2 minutes. So unless the Phillies get 2 more runs here, I assume they're either going to stay with who they left off with the bottom of the first, or go with a completely different pitcher. But they're not going to put Edwin Diaz in, their closer. Not unless the Phillies score 2 runs top of the 9th. Then they'll have to. Or I would anyway. I would save him until that point. But that's just my opinion. Who knows? They might bring him out. Honestly, the postseason, why wouldn't you? I would understand it. I wouldn't do it if I was in that situation, but I'd understand why one would do that. Welcome back from the 2-minute ad break.
Here's him winning.
Hello, Wesker.
Hello.
I started hearing background noises. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Just your old man.
It's just my old man. How you doing?
The Mets getting there or no?
They're up 7-2, top of the 9th.
Oh, nice.
They've got Ryan Stanek up no, he's still up. He came in last inning, top of the 8th.
Right.
So Philly's got JT Realmuto up as he fouls that one off. Or no, he takes for ball 1. Realmuto 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch, his first at bat. Stanek throws. Close call. give that one to the ump. I personally would have called it a ball, but what do I know? I just look at the TV that has the imaginary pitch zone show me where the pitch was. As Arumoto hits it over to Bader. It's out number 1. 2 more outs. The Mets take a 2-1 series lead and then have a chance to take the series at home. Because they're in the division series right now, and it's a best of 5 instead of a best of 7. Yeah. And then the conference series and the World Series will be a best of 7. All right, Bryson Stott making his first appearance of the game, pinch hitting for, I think, who was batting 7th? I forgot. I'll have to look on me cell phone where I also have all the lineups. He fouls that off and it makes it a 1-2 count. Oh, it was Hayes. Okay, so Stott comes in for Austin Hayes. 1-2 count. Stanek throws. That ball is hit up in the air. Popped up to short. Lindor's got it. 1 out remains. The Phillies can... Oh, wait, no. They're only at the 8th spot. I was going to say, if they can bring it back to the top of their lineup, they have a chance. Stanek throws the first pitch. Clemens takes it for a strike. Cody Clemens now being pinch hit for Edmundo Sosa. As the 0-1 pitch is thrown. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was way down and in. Don't know what he saw in that one. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. 0-2 count. Phillies down to their final strike. Throws it. Ball 1. Mets fans on their feet. Haven't seen a playoff win in Citi Field since 2022. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Mets take it. That's the ball game. What a surge from the Mets. A team who was mostly just, just letting the other teams get ahead early. Then in the 8th and 9th inning, come back spectacularly and win. They just decided this game, you know what, let's just win. Let's not put our fans into cardiac arrest today. How about that? And just like that, the Mets take a 2-1 series lead and have a chance to take the series tomorrow. Team celebrating their win. Pretty obvious. We got Mr. Met, pumping up the crowd. We got signs, all kind of stuff. But that's going to do it for us tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Game 4. with the potential of the Mets going all the way to the NLCS. The first time they'd have done that since 2015, when they went all the way to the World Series and then lost to the Royals. Honestly, we could get a rematch of that if the baseball gods permit it. I don't know how well they're gonna permit it, but we'll see. Let us see who we can raid tonight. See who we can send you guys over to. Let's have a look. Tina, Carrie, and Natsuki are live. I've raided Carrie and Tina recently. Let's send y'all over to Natsuki tonight. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for game 2. Bye-bye!
He's like, it's over. It's almost over.